Hello, Cancer. How are you guys? I'm Chris. Welcome to your November Taroscope. So, how's it been going, guys? Venus retrograde. About to have a Mercury retrograde. Venus retrograde has been good. And I think it's been good for Cancer too. And particularly the way I've been feeling. Insofar as during this kind of retrograde, we review the past, especially when it's retrograding through the signs of Scorpio and Libra. We're really taking that Venusian energy of what makes us feel comfortable, what makes us feel safe, what makes us feel love, and we're applying that to the things we're passionate about, the things that make us feel powerful, the relationships and connections that make us feel powerful. And Cancer, I think what's going on with you guys is, as I was meditating on your sign, those are coming out, so I'll take them. I felt like this purging of feelings. I'm just gonna call this out because as I was shuffling, this is the second time I've seen this. And I want to understand this more. Two of Cups in reversed on the bottom of the deck. But falling out of the deck, we have Ace of Wands, opportunities, Knight of Swords, really taking charge, right? Really being ready to go for really. This is to me Cancer really ready for what comes next. Cancer feeling really excited. Cancer feeling really worked up, almost in this I feel like this really mad, almost driven way of just wanting to get what's yours. That's what I feel here. There's almost like this seizing of what Cancer feels is rightfully theirs. I think that this is happening because of this purging of feelings. This sense of it's almost as if the waters of Cancer, the emotions have been murky, and now those waters are running clear again. And you're starting to feel optimistic. You're starting to think about things in your future that maybe you hadn't considered before, right? Maybe this is taking relationships to the next level, taking your career to the next level. There's a leveling up quality of these two cards coming together. And again, I think it's just feeling really deserved. Feeling really I earned this. Feeling really entitled in the good way, right? I think we've talked about this before, Cancer, how lost my thought. Deserved. Oh, yes, I got it. How in the past we've talked a lot about the work being so internal, and how sometimes I, as a Cancer rising, and I think this is a Cancer thing, sometimes we take for granted what it is that we're actually doing because we think people aren't seeing the work, right? So we're going a mile a minute in our hearts, right? Changing, evolving, growing, healing. And people on the outside don't see that. So sometimes I think it creates maybe a little insecurity that we're not where we should be, right? We're not doing the things we're supposed to be doing. And I think what's happening here in November is that stuff starts to be seen. I think the last 2 months of the year for almost every sign is gonna be really a solidifying of everything that's happened in this past year, right? October was a bridge month. It was this is the month of the last harvest festival of the year. So now we've processed, we've taken up. Tomorrow's Halloween, right? We've processed all the things that we've been through. We've collected all the lessons. We've absorbed all the all the stories, right? All the experiences. And now these last 2 months are like a go for it kind of time. Because Wheel of Fortune, things are looking up. And Cancer, I think what I fear with you guys, with us, is... That was a 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, by the way. So I think a lot of this fortune and good feeling, this change in circumstances has a lot to do with, of course, the home life, right? Now, whatever that means to you, whether it's like your family, especially family, whether it's, you know, your life with your significant other, whether it's literal like domestic affairs, like decorating or cleaning up or whatever that may be, you're feeling at home. Cancer feels at home in our hearts. That crab carries its home with it everywhere it goes. Which might make it seem like it's kind of sheltered and on guard, but on the other hand, it's comfortable. It's cardinal sign, right? It moves. Forges ahead. Forges ahead. Bravely, boldly. Now that's the best quality of Cancer, right? If you can kind of feel safe wherever you go. If you can kind of feel in your heart emotionally secure wherever you go. 7 of Wands in reverse. Cancer, the fight is over. The struggle is coming to an end. If you've been feeling like you've been having to fight, whether yourself or on the outside, whether you've been feeling like it's taken a lot of energy for you to be able to accomplish the things that you want, November is going to find you accomplishing things far easier than you have been. There's almost like this really rapid acceleration to the things you want, to accomplishing the things you want, right? Attaining the things you want. But then we have the King of Wands in reverse. This is insecurity. This is doubt. This is almost like not... This is almost like not really embracing the future, or not embracing, but trusting. Not trusting the good that's happening. Being afraid, I think, being afraid that these good things that are coming your way, these career successes, these new relationships or growth in relationships, there's almost like a fear of that being taken away. There's almost a too good to be true element here. King of Wands should be the most focused, driven, confident card in the deck. And reverse, not so much. Not so sure of himself. It's because you've been waiting a long time, Cancer. So now we have 2 sevens side by side, the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles, both in reverse. Sevens can be about the things that kind of trip us up. The things in our emotional state, in our head, that kind of become self-defeating, right? Upright, it gives us optimism. It says, just hang in there, good things are coming. It says, just keep fighting, the battle's almost over. In reverse, we don't know what the fuck to think. We don't know what's gonna happen. There's a fear here of like wasted time and energy. There's a fear here that like good things that you feel coming your way are gonna just like not really work out, right? These kind of feels like a sputtering out, a fear of sputtering out kind of energy, right? But also, a lack of trust in yourself and a lack of trust in the universe. A lack of it's almost as if you know what's right and there's still some hesitation. You know what you want, but there's still some hesitation. There's still some uncertainty. There's still these things in your head. I think a question of whether you're willing to part with like a past identity, maybe, right? A past sense of self, something that's made you feel strong or at least safe before. Seven of Swords now. So now we have 3 sevens. Really deep in our heads, Cancer, really deep in our emotions. Really almost tons and tons of kind of like confusion. Whoa, these great things are happening, but is this what I want? Whoa, this great thing is happening, but is it gonna last? Is this great guy gonna play me? Is this great new girl, am I playing her? Is this thing I'm putting my energy into gonna pay off? Is this what I want? Is this what I want my career to be? Is this what I want my future to be? Yeah, it's going well. Yeah, it looks like it's promising, it has a future, but does it? I don't know. I can't quite see where this is going. But what are the cards that jumped out here, Cancer? Trust in the opportunities that are being presented to you. This is almost like self-defeating, right? When you have these 2 cards coming up like this and then this one following it. This is almost like insecurity and self-doubt and uncertainty kind of becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. Where you're almost like so nervous about how things are going to turn out that like you actually trip on your own 2 feet. It's like that Beyonce song, when you play me, you'll play yourself. Try not to play yourself. Don't play yourself, Cancer. I just had this with Pisces. With Pisces, though, it was coming from more of a place of like fantasy and imagination and like being so like driven by emotion that like they create these romantic worlds where is this real or is this not? I don't know. It's almost the same thing for you guys, but it's based a little more, I think, in anxiety and worry. Cancer is a sign that needs security. And you have these promising things coming your way. 6 of Wands. And you know it. And the people around you know it. And the people around you see it. People around you might be noticing a change in you. They might be seeing your growth, right? Remember how I started off saying how like sometimes we don't know if people see what all the work we're actually doing? I think in this month, people are recognizing you. You're getting people's attention. You're getting people's respect and adoration with the 6 of Wands. But yet there's still worry. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, this asks us to really go with the flow. We have Jupiter rules the Wheel of Fortune. And Jupiter is moving into the sign of Sagittarius this month. That energy of the beneficent benefit. I can't speak tonight. The good shit. The planet of good shit. Moving into Sagittarius, which is optimistic, which is this energy, right? Fast moving, fluid, rapid, exciting, passionate. Can you let it happen? Cancer, it's almost as if, like I said before, you just need to not get in your own way. There's like this whiplash of greatness coming your way. There's this like fast moving energy just coming for you with good stuff and opportunities. And you just kind of have to let it happen with the Wheel of Fortune. That's one of the things we have to kind of surrender to fate, surrender to karma, whether it's good or bad, right? It's part of the cycle of life. So I think Cancer this month is going to ask you to surrender. Surrender your fears. Trust in yourself, right? Trust that you know what you're doing. Trust that you know what you've been doing. Trust that what you've been fighting for is worthwhile. Trust that what you've been investing in is worthwhile. Trust that you know what's right for yourself and you know how to get what you need. Big month of trust, of having faith in yourself, in the universe, knowing that you're a badass cardinal sign, right? You're the last of the water signs that I've done, but you're the cardinal, you are the leader. You're the one who starts things, you're the initiator, right? You're the one who leads. Leads by teaching people love, by teaching them empathy, by teaching them how to be secure in their own hearts, how to use your imagination, the star, how to use your imagination to tap into your powers of manifestation, of creation, right? Bringing your ideals into reality. Trusting A, in your ideals themselves, and B, in your ability to bring them into being. Now with the star, I think there's also something here that's asking you to sort of rise above your circumstances, right? Because I'm seeing it like right next to this card, the Seven of Swords, and then right above the Six of Wands. There's almost this call to be the bigger person in a way. And if you're having conflict with an individual, absolutely in that situation, right? It's almost like you can look at them and say like, I'm too good for your nonsense. I want no part of this tomfoolery. It's messy, and I'm above it, right? To have perspective on how much bigger your life is than some bullshit that's happening in like your office or with someone you're dating, or you know, like having in the star, it's like being in the sky. It's like having this bird's eye view of what life really is, what's really important. Definitely not this, right? And that's gonna make you feel like this? No, it's not. Because we're ending here, right? A card of victory, but also a card I want to call to attention of support, of recognition, of being surrounded by people who are cheering you on, who want the best for you. But I love this star. I almost don't want to pull more cards because I feel like that might be like the last outcome card, but I'll pull like 1 or 2 outcome cards here, right? Let's look at love specifically for Cancer. I mean, Cancer. Here we go. The Queen of Wands and Judgment Reversed for your love. That sprang out of the deck as soon as I said it. But one last thing I want to say about this. This feels lofty, right? This feels like just asking you to be above everything. To look at bullshit and laugh it off. To look at setbacks and things that don't matter to you and have perspective to know that even if you are wrong and you should correct your behavior, of where this comes in the scheme of things in your life, right? But I want to talk about this real quick because Cancer, I think you're really like, if you're in some way resisting love is what I feel here. Now, you could be a Cancer rising like me, or my version of Cancer resisting love and saying, wow, this is perfect. Remember how I started? I just got goosebumps because it just clicked. Remember how I said there's this anxiety, there's this fear? I've been getting to such a good, positive place in my life. Being single, being on my own, which was very hard and lonely, but now I'm getting it after a long time. And now it like feels so good that I'm scared that something's gonna mess it up. I don't even want to go places where I could like meet somebody because it's like, I don't want the stability I've been working for to just get like fucked up by some man coming into my life. And for you, Cancer, whether it's you're resistant to the idea of love, period, or maybe there's something that's in your life that to me, the Queen of Wands is almost like saying like let's not be too serious about it, right? There's like the Judgment Reversed is like the resistance to like the call to something greater. So whether someone's like pursuing you or you're in a relationship, there's just like this hesitation. Because I think you know that this is happening. I think you know that your ascension is happening, your elevation to a new way of being, right? To a new level. It's happening. And look at her, the water bearer, she's naked, vulnerable, exposed, right? Cancer, feeling very like, if I open up, if I like embrace this, am I gonna get hurt? Am I gonna get set back? Am I gonna get knocked back down to this place where I'm here, right? By this. So Cancer, do protect yourself. I'd say be very, this came up for another water sign, that these two cards together. It's very much about making sure that the people around you, right? Because these both can be about things that are happening because of people around you, making sure that the people around you are building you up, supporting you, cheering you on, and not like fucking around, not like sabotaging you in some way, right? Not like, I felt like something just rubbed my head. There's probably a fucking spirit in here. That like stresses me out. Anyway, you're like my hair just felt like it moved. Making sure that the people around you are the ones who are building you up, as opposed to, anything that's going to keep you from here. And that's the power of discernment you need to use, right? You can go out into the world. You can let your relationships develop. You can let yourself meet people. You can let yourself make new friends, right? Because Now, with this Queen of Wands, she knows who's right. And if you're not right, she's going to knock you over your head with that damn wand. She ain't come to play. She's not scared about telling somebody like to fuck the fuck off. Not to be mean, but, you know, because that's how she protects herself. And her throne and her place in life. So when it comes to love in this month, Cancer, like a little bit let your guard down, right? Just let things evolve. If something feels like it's moving in a certain direction, if someone in your life that you're interested in but you're not sure, just like let it happen. Big message of the month, Cancer. Get out of your own way. One more outcome card here. The Lovers. Ha! Bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. Because this shit is real, Cancer. The love that's coming your way is the real fucking deal. Whether you're single or, you know, looking or not, or whatever your situation may be, there's a purity of heart and a purity of intention that is coming in your love relationships. Ace of Cups, I was thinking about this when I was meditating, and you guys remember how I said about like the clearing of the water? That's how exactly what I was thinking about when that image came into my head, is how I think of the Ace of Cups. As this like fountain. And if there's blockages in the heart, it like pushes them free and releases it, and now there's just this free flowing of emotions. Flow again. It's the excuse me. The energies of water kind of returning to its source, kind of in the cyclical like fountain kind of way. So Cancer, I mean, if this is a month that you're looking for love, if this is a month that you know, want a relationship to take off, but maybe you're hesitant and scared, right? Resisting a little bit. You get out of your own way. This is what you got coming for you. Happiness. And you want it, right? Bottom of the deck being Ace of Cups. Like, this is what fuels you. This is what is underlying everything. This is what is pushing you. Is the desire for love, the recognition of the importance of it. The cups in the tower represent, you know, water and emotion, and it represents the things that we value, the things that give life meaning, the things that give life purpose. Sure, it's cool to sometimes be a bachelor for a little while, have your fun, get around a little bit, right? But this is what gives life the real purpose. This is what gives life meaning and direction. So if you have the opportunity, take it. It's real. If you're questioning if it's real, if you're questioning if you're even gonna find the real thing, you need to get yourself out this month. Get out, look and fly, right? Stars can also represent like glamour and shining and being magnetic and gregarious and just charismatic. This is card of Aquarius, right? Aquarius, show me an Aquarius that doesn't have like a shit ton of friends. Not always like the most like social party sign, but every Aquarius I know is like just surrounded by friends. Again, getting yourself out there, being around people. All right, Cancer. I feel like I want to pull one more. We're just gonna pull a rune card, but I want to pull one more. What's one more message we have here for Cancer? There's just such promise here, guys, and I think really by the end of the month, a lot of this uncertainty you're feeling is gonna go away. And it's gonna go away because I think the people around you are gonna give you some perspective on yourself, right? Remind you how fly you are. I think you're going to start to see like the light at the end of the tunnel in a big way. I think you're going to start to see Five of Pentacles. I think you're going to start to see a way out of the fear and the pain, right? And you might have been here for a little while, right? Feeling lonely. Maybe struggling with money too. But the promise of the Five of Pentacles is to recognize your own grit. And to know that, like, this too shall pass. And you've been weathering the storm. So again, to circle back, to wrap it all up, and again on the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, love, 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 Cancer. November is a month for love and feelings and feel goods. If you're not interested in, if romance doesn't come your way, like, it's time to reconnect with family. It's time to, like, really dig deep with friends. It's holiday season, you know what I mean? This is about abundance of love coming your way. I think that if you are looking for romance, it's coming. It's coming. How could it not be? Yeah? But to bring this back full circle, trust in your strength, trust in your ability, trust in your knowledge and your wisdom and your judgment and your experience. And that's going to take you into 2019 feeling like a fucking G. And then we have the rune Lagus. This is the rune of the element of water. It represents all those things that water does, the subconscious, the feelings, right? You see in the front how it's kind of rough, the water, and then the back it's kind of calmer. It's about the tides of emotion. It's about Cancer. Sorry about that. Camera shut off. It's about Cancer, like, recognizing that you can navigate the depths of your own feelings. Pay attention to your subconscious, right? This is a big month about paying attention to your instincts. I think that's ultimately what this card is saying. To trust your instincts, to trust your intuition. People say about Cancer all the time, kind of psychic by nature. It's one of the most psychic signs. The most, actually, maybe, possibly, right? Maybe Pisces is up there, too. Trust your judgment. Trust your instincts. If you're having dreams, like pick that apart. If you're feeling like, I just feel Cancer, like, having all these senses and feelings that you kind of need to unpack this month. So no matter how it's coming to you, whether it's dreams, whether it's in your conscious, whether it's just like weird feelings, there needs to be an addressing of, like, the things that deep down inside are bothering you, the things that, like, aren't feeling comfortable, aren't feeling settled. And with the Star, this is a card, like, both of these cards are cards of guidance, of your highest self, of aligning with your ideals, right? That's how the Knight of Swords moves so fast. He trusts himself. He trusts his intuition. All right, Cancer. Good reading. I really like what's going on here because it looks positive. You know, I think in the end it looks like things are going to turn out all right if you just trust yourself, trust the universe, and trust the work you've been doing, right? Know that it is going to pay off and that your struggles and your hardships have had meaning and have built you up into a person who's actually ready now to receive the gifts, right? All right, website's still a work in progress, but for now I'm still doing readings on my Etsy site, so you have the link to that in the description. Instagram as well in the description. The cards I'm using are there as well. I have a link for my PayPal. If you guys want to contribute to my channel, any little bit is really helpful. This takes a lot of time and effort, and any little thing to give back is super appreciated, and I love you for it. What else? I think that's it, Cancer. I think that you know, this month is like a pivot from, like, the internal world to the external, right? Of being so inside of ourselves, and now, like, being kind of done with being inside ourselves and ready to show off and ready to be in the world and ready to bring all the blessings of who we are and what we've learned and what we've experienced into being. All right. So Cancer, I love you very much. I hope you have a great month, and I look forward to talking to you soon. All right. You take care of yourself.